So here we go. We are starting the first game of the grand finals. Renny on the left side, trainer. Renny with the Mega Kangaskhan team. Slight trick room, a bit soft trick room here, but that Torkoal we've seen in all of Renny's games that we've managed to spectate earlier, that Torkoal just manages to destroy whatever it wants as long as the trick room is up. On the other hand, Dejan has been very good at managing his positioning with that Pelipper team, that Rain team, and his Mega Floette. Interestingly, this can go either way. Renny's team doesn't really appreciate being in the rain, but, well, Dejan's team seems to be pretty okay, except for that Basque Legion. The Basque Legion definitely doesn't want to be in the sun here, but he might have no choice. So I am really curious to see how both of these players are going to adjust to each other and to find ways around themselves or around these teams. Both of these are incredible Pokemon and players, so yeah, without further ado, round 1, or the game 1 is about to start. So we will be seeing that Dejan will be leading with Basque Legion and Archaludon here, while Renny will be leading with his very demure Sneasler and his own Charizard. Charizard here, Charizard Y, will be able to just send... He's just going to be able to send it, actually, provided he Megas, and then he... The Archaludon is probably not going to appreciate a single Heat Wave or a single targeted Weather Ball, but neither is this Basque Legion going to appreciate a Solar Beam. And without missing a beat, Renny's Charizard evolves, Mega Evolves into Mega Charizard Y. And what a magnificent evolution it is. And yeah, we do see that the Basque Legion... Okay. That was a very interesting play on Dejan's part. He just did a side... He just attacked his own partner Archaludon in order to bring in his Pelipper. We're getting rid of the sun at the same time, allowing a clean switch in for that Pelipper. And he manages to boost the Archaludon slightly with a single boost of stamina by smacking into it with the Basque Legion. But Renny thought of that already. He's like, alright, if that's what you're gonna do, I'm just gonna switch the sun back on. And that was just the biggest brain place on turn 1. An incredible turn 1, actually. Both players just playing extremely well. Renny, on the other hand, making sure that the sun never falls. The thing is, both of his sun setters are currently on the field, but the same can be said for Dejan. His only rain setter is on the field. But yeah, damn, Renny just... Okay, you think you can just come in here and rain on my sunny day? And denied it completely. Renny, still wanting to keep the weather up, pulls out his Torkoal, realizing that, yeah, Heat Wave is just gonna destroy anything here. And yeah, takes out both Archaludon and Pelipper. That Charizard is just waving it in, just beating things up. Unfortunately, this Basque Legion in the back is gonna have to fight in the sun. And we're gonna see who Dejan's final Pokemon will be. And this is a Sinistcha. Unfortunately, this Sinistcha is going to be very vulnerable to that Charizard as well. This is an uphill battle. Both of these Pokemon on Dejan's side do not want to be fighting in the sun. Normally, the Sinistcha would have no problems with it, but with everything on its team kind of not there anymore, there's really not much it can do. While Last Respects will be taking out Charizard with that Focus Sash, we have to remember that the Focus Sash on the Basque Legion now forces it to use only Last Respects. Farigiraf is a normal type, and this normal type has just used Trick Room. And just like any Trick Room, we can probably guess that yes, the Torkoal will be coming out and it will be erupting all over the place. So this is gonna be extremely difficult actually for Dejan, considering that the Trick Room has come up. The Basculegion has no answers for that Farigiraf. All Renny has to do is take out the Sinistcha, and it essentially locks out Dejan from winning the game. That Basculegion locking in to last respects means it can no longer do anything else. That Farigiraf has basically spelled the doom on this Rain team. We see once again that the sun seems to be prevailing. There is no stopping this parade. Both players making the best decisions they possibly can, but yeah, Torkoal will be using Eruption here to take out that Sinistcha, guaranteed, and does a very significant amount of damage from Basculegion rather. And well, we're gonna see what this Farigiraf is gonna do, and it uses Foul Play, and I believe this will be enough to take out the Basculegion. Renny only sacrificing his Mega Charizard Y in Game 1. And yeah, what a magnificent play. Game from turn 1. That was incredible actually. Both players just outplayed each other. It was a I'm gonna outplay your outplaying of your outplaying me. And that was an incredible match, honestly, and I can't wait to see the rest of it. Will Renny be winning the entire thing now with his... Well, if Renny wins, this is it. Renny just needs to win this match, and he wins the entire thing. Dejan, on the other hand, he has to make some form of adjustment here. That Charizard and Torkoal combo was just so oppressive. There's barely anything he could do, even with this... Even his Basculegion couldn't... It got fried in the sun. So, it's quite unfortunate, but that's really how it happens. These things do tend to happen. And what a genius move on Renny's side, actually, to bring both Torkoal and Charizard. He's making sure the sun never drops. And I don't want to carry on with too much commentary on that, but Game 2 will now be starting. We do see that Renny... Oh no, we do see that Dejan will be leading with Sneasler and Basculegion, compared to earlier he was leading with that Archaludon. Now we do see Renny has the exact same leads as earlier. The Charizard Y, Mega Charizard Y, this Charizard will become a Mega Charizard Y, and the Sneasler. There's fake out pressure on both sides actually, but yeah, okay, the Charizard will be using Protect to make sure that Fake Out will not be going into it. Yeah, the Dejan targeting the Charizard. Renny, genius play there, just making sure that the Charizard just stays protected. Flip Turn comes out from Dejan, smacking into the Sneasler, but will he be sending the Pelipper out here? No, instead he sends out Floette. The question is, what did the... Okay. Renny probably expecting a switch here. Or, well, he just wanted to do as much damage as he possibly can. Possibly. And it just does so much to that Sneasler. Even resistance. It really goes to show how intense Sneasler can be. But now, there's quite a conundrum. Is the Sneasler on Renny's side fast enough, or will he be winning this speed tie? Dejan is gonna have to deal with that Sneasler before his Floette can actually do anything. And even then, Charizard will be resisting anything that Floette can do. Despite Floette having massive amounts of damage, Mega Charizard Y will be able to dish out the exact same amount of oppressive damage. In fact, Heat Wave here will go really hard if he manages it, because there's probably nothing that can take out this Charizard provided this Sneasler keeps it protected from that Floette. Now it does Mega Evolve into Mega Charizard Y, however, we will also be seeing this Floette Mega Evolve into Mega Floette. You know, both Megas have emerged on both sides of the team. Fairy Aura bursting out of the seams. Dire Claw from that Sneasler taking out Floette in one hit. Whether that Sneasler was actually faster, it won the speed tie, remains to be seen, but it doesn't matter very much anymore because it won the speed tie. That Dire Claw managed to take out that Floette, but on the other hand, despite not being able to take out the Charizard on Rennie's side of the field, Dejan's Sneasler manages to bring something back by at least putting that Charizard to sleep. Now the real question here is, what is this Basculegion gonna do? It can actually KO the Charizard with a Wave Crash in the sun, but that's extremely risky. This Sneasler is still very much there. So yeah, we do see that Dejan will be pulling out his Sneasler and sending out his Pelipper, allowing the sun to be gone, and I believe Renny had the exact same idea. He pulls out the Charizard, but instead he sends in Sneasler. Close combat will go into this Pelipper, but it's resisted. Not much it can do here, but, well, Flip Turn will be coming from the Basculegion, taking out the Sneasler, which will essentially allow this Charizard to come back in. The Rain may not have been the best choice here, but yes, the Sneasler with the Fake Out Pressure has returned. No, there is no Fake Out Pressure rather. Farigiraf is on the field. Farigiraf being able to just twist the dimensions over and over again is gonna be a big problem. Excuse me. But yes, this Farigiraf has been shown again and again to just enable this Torkoal 100%. This Pelipper is gonna have to do something here in order to get rid of this Farigiraf. But on the other hand, if Dejan focuses completely on this Farigiraf and still fails to KO it, this Torkoal is still gonna run away with the game here, just because it's gonna be able to erupt for free. But the question is, will Sneasler and Pelipper have enough firepower to take out the Farigiraf? From what I understand, this may really not be enough. The Torkoal is free to just protect here, but yeah, Dejan will be withdrawing his Pelipper and sending out Basculegion in high hopes to just get rid of that weather. But yeah, we do see that the Farigiraf... Oh, okay. A hell of a call from Dejan, going for the close combat into the Pelipper, and it is a Poison Touch. Poison Touch does poison the Torkoal while it still KOs the Sneasler. I believe the Sneasler's job has been completed. So now we just see that Basculegion is gonna have to lock into its final move. In the sun, however, will it be able to do anything? So all Renny really has to do here is switch in his Charizard and that weather is gonna be gone. But the real question is, would it be who's gonna target what? So yeah, okay. Renny does pull out his Torkoal so that the Charizard can come in. Most likely this Farigiraf is gonna do a Trick Room on this turn. And yeah, in the sun, it just really doesn't do enough. And Weather Ball will be coming out from the Pelipper, but again, this is just not enough. This Farigiraf is going to be able to Trick Room right here, and this may be it. That Choice Scarf may have sealed the deal here. But yeah, let's see. This can somewhat still be turned around. The Charizard is still asleep. I'm not sure how many turns of sleep it still has. I believe this should be its last turn. It should be able to wake up, provided my counting is right. But yes, Farigiraf will be protecting itself. Weather Ball will be coming from the Pelipper towards the Farigiraf, bouncing off and doing 0 damage. And yep, Charizard will be waking up and will be coming with a Vengeance, smacking whatever is getting hit with the Solar Beam really hard. And it is going to be the Basculegion getting KO'd, and I think that might be the game. So we have this lone Pelipper having to fight off all of these Pokemon in the sun. So again, Trick Room prevails in this meta. whoever said Trick Room before Champions, Trick Room was completely nerfed. It's still pretty crazy actually. Pelipper gets brought down to red, eats a... He just uses Tailwind. There's really not much he can do here, even with the Trick Room. Just a lot. Dejan here being great sport, allowing Renny to take the KO. And man, what an incredible game that was. So, yeah, the Pelipper will be going down. Renny will be winning the very second midweek smoke. So that was fantastic. That was incredible. That was amazing. And congratulations to Renny. Congratulations to Dejan on second place. And everyone did fantastic. I really should find more synonyms for fantastic, but that's what I'm sticking with today. Again, congrats to everyone, and yeah, that was great.